In 1582, an aging swordmaster posed a quiet question to his most lethal pupil. Hayato, you have claimed 17 victories. Each ended with a single blow. Tell me what occurs when your strike fails. The young samurai gave a calm smile. It does not fail, master. I give everything to it. One cut, one death, then strike me. What followed seemed unreal. The old teacher did not defend, did not counter, did not even unsheath his blade. He drifted aside like mist, like a passing shadow. Hayato's flawless attack, the technique that had ended 17 lives, sliced through nothing but air. 2 fingers touched his wrist. The sword slipped from his grasp. You have perfected power, aggression, firmness. But you understand. Nothing of surrender, patience, or suppleness. You are half a warrior, and half warriors fall to those who are whole. The lesson was simple but severe. Excellence in only one dimension becomes a hidden weakness. The most dominant samurai were not merely the strongest, the quickest, or the fiercest. They could embody those qualities and their opposites. Unyielding when strength prevailed. Gentle when softness triumphed. Striking when action was required. Withdrawing when restraint was wiser. You may be sharpening one trait while neglecting its counterpart, becoming tougher yet less adaptable. Faster yet less controlled. All force, no balance. Your opposite is not your rival. It is your completion. Hayato had trained for 6 years, and the last 2 were under the legendary Itosai, founder of their school. By 24, Hayato was feared. His encounters rarely lasted more than seconds. His blade moved with ruthless precision and unwavering commitment. He believed attack itself was protection. End the threat before it begins, he often said. 17 consecutive triumphs proved his method effective. Yet his teacher perceived something the young man could not: rigidity. Like steel, hardened too much, devastating on impact, yet prone to fracture. One afternoon, the master picked up a slender branch and bent it deeply. It arched but did not snap. Then he took a thick, stiff stick and applied the same pressure. It cracked in 2, which is stronger. The thicker one, Hayato replied without hesitation. Then why did it break? Silence answered for him. Hardness alone is fragile. Flexibility preserves. What you call opposing forces are. Not enemies. They are partners. Strength without adaptability becomes predictable. The next morning, they tested this truth. Hayato launched his signature downward strikes. Whiffed. Decisive. Absolute. The master shifted slightly. The blade carved empty space. Another attack, and another. Each precise, each missing. The old man moved minimally, conserving effort, always. Just beyond reach. On the 7th attempt, he stepped inside the arc of the descending sword and lightly tapped Hayato's wrist. The weapon fell again. You are only force, the master said. Force without receptivity is incomplete. He traced a circle in the dirt, divided by a flowing curve. Light and shadow, motion and stillness, 2 expressions of one reality. Action emerges from calm and returns to calm. You cannot exhale endlessly. Breath requires both release and intake. So does combat, so does life. For 6 months, Hayato was forbidden to strike. He practiced evasion, subtle footwork, distance control. When pushed, he yielded. When thrown, he rolled. When pressured, he redirected instead of resisting. Felt humiliating. Without his favored weapon, overwhelming offense, he stumbled. Younger students outmaneuvered him. His pride eroded. This discipline is dismantling me, he confessed. Said the master, because you must be rebuilt. Gradually something shifted. During one exchange, a student attacked. With full commitment, Hayato instinctively stepped aside. The strike swept harmlessly past. He did not counter. He simply remained balanced while his opponent drained his own energy. He realized then. Flexibility does not weaken power, it refines. Months later, he was permitted to strike again, but only when opportunity was created through patience. In sparring, an aggressive opponent rushed forward. Instead of clashing directly, Hayato pivoted away. The attacker overreached. In that precise instant, one clean motion. The wooden sword flew from the opponent's hands. The blow felt different, not forced, not rushed. It arose naturally from the opening. Adaptability prepares the path, the master said. Decisiveness completes it. A year passed. A renowned swordsman named Goro arrived, famous for relentless offense and dozens of victories. He radiated intensity. The duel began. Goro attacked fiercely, again and again. Hayato did not meet strength with strength. He stepped aside, conserving energy, allowing aggression to burn itself out. Frustration crept into Goro's movements. His breathing grew heavy. Then, in a fleeting pause, one fluid cut. Goro's weapon struck the ground. The match ended. Hayato did not feel triumph. He felt clarity. He had not defeated merely another man. He had surpassed the version of himself that once believed only in domination. That evening, his teacher spoke quietly. Your former self relied on a single edge. Now you wield both firmness and gentleness. You can advance or withdraw, press or wait. This is not compromise. It is wholeness. Years later, Hayato became the instructor. A young fiery warrior approached him, eager to master the decisive strike. Instead of handing him a sword, Hayato gave him a bamboo staff. Bend it. It curved smoothly. Then he offered a rigid rod. It snapped under pressure. Power without adaptability breaks, Hayato said. True mastery means possessing both, not choosing between extremes, but moving through them freely. The student asked when training would begin. It already has, Hayato replied. Strength and softness, stillness and motion, intensity and restraint. Real power lies not in selecting one side, but in becoming complete.